Here's what's happening at Ewetopia Farms today.
So he just had his first breakdown, 25. So 20, 25 in the short one. He says we're getting a little under a ton an acre of beans.
You would swear it was a fire. So let's get started. Got a bit of a breeze today, and Cody got his milking done really early this morning. So he's already at the field. We're gonna cross over and see how it's going over here. These are our beans, but this is a property that we rent from our neighbor.
So he just had his first breakdown. The cutter bar runs on a gearbox, and where it's attached to the gearbox, it's just slipped down a little bit. So he held on to one bolt. He says it's a common problem. He thinks the new ones are built differently.
And is it gonna totally shut them down later on?
No, we actually loosened it off, put it back in the right place, and tightened it back up. He says there's a bushing in there, and when the bushing wears, it starts to move down. But anyways, he thinks it should be done today.
Yeah, that's good. Because I assume he came early because it's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Yeah, he says they're calling for 25 mils.
Good.
That's a lot.
That would be nice.
So, he's hoping to be done today. I just want to get the header wagon, because you can't get in that field without unhooking the head.
Oh, that's too bad.
So I gotta go and get that wagon for a second, and he'll be done this probably in about less than an hour.
You can see Arnie's legs. These beans are a lot taller than the ones we were doing yesterday. However, this area here where the beans are is where it's usually a mud hole. So this year the mud hole played in our favor because it didn't dry out as quickly. And we'll walk to the top of the field here and we'll see what the difference is in the beans. Why don't you bring that one up to the top of the field and compare them? Should have 3 pods, 3 beans in each pod.
See, a taller plant, yeah, it is. A taller plant, you see, he can cut it off right here, but when it's really low, he's cutting it off down here, and that's where he's picking up the ground.
We're gonna go see that. How many rows did you get?
20 plant seeds in that.
20 times
20
3,
times 3
60 little beans.
Yeah.
Let's go check the short ones.
Oh, the same thing, I think. Just shorter.
Well, shorter would mean less pods, which would mean less beans. Right now we're gonna walk to the top of the hill. It's not a hill, but it's risen up, and you can see now, as we get up here, how tall the beans are on Arnie's legs.
Any difference? Twice as high.
Let me see. I can't.
Twice as high, these down there.
Okay, so, and how many little beans are on one of these little guys? Oh, well, you're gonna waste them. Don't pull them out. Well, that one looks like it has 10 tons.
Yeah, I said, see what's happened is, when they're shorter, they're just closer together, the beans. But look at the green, the stalk here is still green.
Okay, well, count how many pods, because that actually looks like an abundant one there.
$25. So 20, 25 in the short one.
Well, that doesn't really make sense.
No, and most of these are only double.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Because I read on Google.
Wow, these
2 to 3 is normal.
Double. Doubles. I think it's just drought conditions.
But these are all 3s up at the top. And actually that's a 3 too. So, yeah, 2.5 is what Google says is normal for beans on a stalk. So, I'm guessing we've got the normal volume, just the beans are smaller. And today it's still scorching hot. It feels like, I don't know, the middle of July. It's so hot. But all that's supposed to change tomorrow.
So yeah, we've had like 2 months of no rain and the beans are short. We're getting a little less than a ton an acre on the yield. But he says he's got air on the reels to blow in the short beans, or else he would have had trouble getting the beans to go into the feeder. Okay, that's it. Gee. He says we're getting a little under a ton an acre of beans, and I'm actually a little happy for that, because I thought it would even be worse. I just couldn't imagine telling you how dry it's been here. It's been extremely dry.
This is just a small little field, so Arnie has to go pick up the little, what do you call it?
The little wagon to move the head.
The wagon to move the head. I was going to say that, but I thought it might have had some fancy farm name.
He can't get that 30-foot head to the cover, the engine.
So unfortunately, it means just to move across the road into a different field, he has to take that whole head off the front of the combine. I'm sure they don't like that, but I guess money's money. And this is just a small field, a couple acres, what, 6 acres in here? 9. So it means he's got a lot more turning and stuff to do in here. Well, that's not bad for a little field, actually.
Yeah, so he might get 14 tons here.
We'll see.
So 14 ton of 9. So what's that? 1 ton an acre. Well, he's full as out of the 9 ton.
You're not in his way. That's the farm behind him, where the rams are. You can see our solar package. It doesn't supply us with electricity, but it supplies the grid with electricity, and then we're reimbursed for the electricity. So it ends up that our electric bills in the summer are basically fully paid for, and in the winter, depending on how much cloud cover, we still are probably making money on the solar panels, and our electricity costs are all reimbursed. So that was a good investment for our farm that we did. heading over to the grain wagons, and he's gonna pull out his spout and let her rip. I'm totally blown away by the amount of dust coming off. That's crazy. And now he stopped the combine. You would swear it was a fire. I don't know if he has to turn it off so he can see better, because that dust is so thick and he doesn't want to be pouring it all over the ground. We're not the only farmers at work today. Well, Cody stopped combining because the beans were starting to score like a 9 for moisture. So we thought if he combined at night, it would be better. So we took the afternoon off and we decided we'd go play with the sheep.
Nothing for need anymore. Eh?
How you guys doing? Were you a little terrorized? Was that just a little too scary for you guys? A drone flying over your head? Did you think it was a bee? Hi. Well, at least the Dorsets like to lie under the tree.
Well, there's no sun on that side here because the sun's coming that in. This evening there'll be more sun.
It looked like maybe a few. Was it just one Dorset that flew over?
Just one. Put under the wire, that's all. Just panning. Come on,
Hi.
Max, come over here. Leave them alone.
Yeah, get them back to
Come on, Ben, Max, come on. Sit there.
Hi, you guys. How y'all doing?
Ben.
Did you like it under the tree? Hi, you guys.
Here, come here.
Was it a little scary with a drone? Hi. You guys are really nice. This is a good spot. This is a really good spot in here. Hi. That's right, it's a good spot. You weren't afraid of the drone, were you? No way. You're way above fear of drones. My goodness. What were they thinking? Hi, you guys. Hi. Hi. I was flying the drone earlier because I haven't done it for a while, and yeah, you totally forget how to do it. And spooked the Dorsets, and one of them pushed herself under the fence and is now in the Suffolk group. Hi. It's nice under here. I don't blame you for being in here. It's really nice. Hi. Hi there. Hi. What do you think? This is a really good spot, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's a really good spot. Hi. Oh my goodness. How did you guys get to be so nice? And you're so nice. You are. I know. You're on camera. It's amazing. You can be the one that's not shy. Yeah, you can be that one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're so woolly. You are. Are you guys really woolly? Hi there. And over here we got the sheep that went over. She's gonna be upset because she's gonna notice that she's the only one white one over there. Oh, I see, that's where she went under. The fence is just a little higher there. Hello, hi. How you doing with these guys now? Are you looking after them all? Are you looking after them all? I think you are. You're such a good girl. Come on, Peggy. You can be friendly too. Hi. You're a sweetie. Oh my goodness. Hi there. Look at all those sheep in the background. Are they silly? You're not silly, because you're just following me everywhere. Oh my goodness. You're a darling. Just a darling. I can't zoom in because it's a GoPro. But if you walked over here, I'm sure she'd follow you. She's probably one of Gimpy's sisters. Hi, are you Gampy's sister? Are you quad? You look like you might be a quad.
If I was younger, I'd be planting a lot more trees.
Yeah, they love the trees.
And to make sure that wire doesn't grow in the trees, there's a wire around that.
You can see where she went over. It's not that it's loose, it's just like 2 feet high there. It looks like you're under an umbrella. It's so nicely trimmed.
You wonder how long this tree will last with no water, eh? This is a willow, eh?
Well, it looks pretty good so far, as long as we get some rain. Why don't you bend down?
Because it's hard on my knees.
You can sit on your bum. There's a lot of cushioning there.
Why is there a sheep on the knees there?
Oh, she's probably trying to reach it.
No? That's a sign of a sore foot.
Yeah, normally, but I haven't seen anyone in here limping.
What are you doing, Bobby? Yeah, these definitely aren't the show Dorsets, but they're the practical Dorsets.
I think these guys are extremely nice.
Yeah, I got a picture of that. That thing is as white as this in the field.
Oh, well, where did he go?
Right to the back.
Oh.
And he definitely ran like a coyote. But I swore it was one of our sheep. But that's a bad sign right there on the knees, so I have to watch that.
Watch it, but I haven't seen anyone limping. So, because we were petting the Dorsets, all the Suffolks had to come to the other side of the fence and see what all the fuss was about with the Dorsets. Hi, you guys. What are you guys up to over here? Hi. Where did that white one go? Did she join you guys? She was a little fearful. This is supposed to be your camera because it's supposed to be more stable. They're kind of woolly, aren't they?
What's that?
They're squishy.
Tight wool one. Good shape if they shape like that. That's a couple good, in between the two adults there.
Yeah.
Those two are two good ewes right there. I wonder what the fathers of those two. They have a different muzzle on them too. They have a big square back muzzle. You see those two?
Yep.
And they look a little different than the rest of them.
Well, they're probably from the new rams, eh? Hi. Look at those little copycats.
Well, they want attention too, eh?
Hi. You guys are really special. Oh my goodness, you couldn't get more special if you tried. Yeah, you're really, really nice. Oh, you're equally nice. Oh dear, aren't you guys funny? Well, I guess we're going to call a day to that video because Cody said even when he went out in the evening, it was still too dry. So we have a rain coming on tomorrow, and hopefully that will add a little bit of moisture to the beans, because if we combine them too dry, they're going to crack. and they're going to be shriveled up. So we're waiting on the beans. We only have a very little amount left to do, but stay tuned. I think the next day we're going to be shearing. Fingers crossed. Bye for now.